Hi everyone, it's Caroline here, and today I want to walk through creating captions or table and figure titles in Microsoft Word. So right now I'm showing my screen. I basically just opened a brand new Microsoft Word document. I just went ahead and saved it as creating captions, and I haven't done anything with the document yet. So let's say I am trying to input a table title before I add a table to my document. So what I want to do is go to this References tab and then Insert Caption. And then you can basically choose here. You can do equations, figures, or tables, and they all kind of work the same way. So I'm going to insert a table caption and hit OK. And you can see it starts with table 1. You can see the little gray shading, which shows this is now an active field code. So that means I can say see table 1 and then add an active hyperlink. So let's add a table title. This is a table title. Now, let's suppose I really don't like this formatting, which to be honest, I think the formatting that comes out of the box in Microsoft Word is pretty awful. I do not want a size 9 point font light blue for my table titles. So I could easily just highlight this and manually change the size and the color, or I could go to my style pane. So you open it with this little down arrow here. Where is it? Oh, there it goes. It just popped up on my other monitor. Let me just drag it over. Okay, so here we go. And you can see this is a caption style. So if I hit this little down arrow, I can say modify. And here's where I can change all of my characteristics, not only to this particular table title, but to any other caption I put in the document later, whether that's a table caption or a figure caption or an equation caption. So I am going to make this black. I'm going to make it size 12. I want to keep my Times New Roman. That is my preferred font type. And get rid of the italics and make it bold. Then, okay, see, you can see it automatically updated all of those things. There's a few other things I like to do as well. Let me just show you one of those. So go back to modify. If I go down here to format and paragraph, I always like this keep with next. This basically makes sure that I don't have a table or a figure caption at the bottom of the page and then the top of the table or the figure on the next page. So it will always keep this caption or any caption I put later in the document with what comes right beneath it. So I'm going to click that little check mark and hit OK, and then OK. Now let me just show you what happens if I want to put another table title here. Is there a caption? So here, if it's another table, you can see it automatically becomes table 2. And this is another table title. And I can do the exact same thing if I want to add a figure. So I just choose this figure tab here, and you can see it's figure 1 because it's the first figure in my document. Okay. And this, oops. This is a figure title. So you can see how just simply changing the formatting within the style pane to the caption style then changes it for every caption that I put in my document. So this will save you a lot of time because you don't have to go and change each one manually. So you always want to make sure when you have table and figure titles or tables and figures within your document that you have a title and that you have an active hyperlink. This is especially important for kind of long and complicated documents like the ones I typically work on in the regulatory medical writing field. But it allows you to create automatic hyperlinks. If I want to describe some data and then refer to table 1 or to figure 1, I can do that with an active hyperlink. I can also build out a table of contents just for tables and figures. So how I do that is within the same references tab up here. I go to insert table of figures, and then you basically with the caption label, you can create basically a table of equations, a table of figures, or a table of tables. I'm going to start with a table of tables. And here we go. You see it built it in. It has an active hyperlink. You can create another one for your figures. So the same button, insert table of figures, make sure figure is chosen here, and OK. And so you can build this out in the front of your document where you have your main table of contents that has all of your section headers, and then you can have a table of tables and then a table of figures. And this is really helpful for long, complicated documents like clinical study reports or other complicated technical reports. All right, well, I hope you found that helpful. I'm going to just go ahead and save this. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, richie@gmail.com. And if you'd like a copy of my Microsoft Word template that has some of these styles already built in for you, visit my website at academy.richiescientificconsulting.com, and you'll see a place where you can request that. All right, thank you.